So, I just want to talk about something real quick. Let's talk about survival, right? And celebration. Some people, they celebrate their job. They've been there every 5, 10 years as an anniversary, so they celebrate that. Some people celebrate their marriage. Some people celebrate buying a new car. They celebrate being sober. Some people celebrate just to celebrate. It's what they do. Other people, have different reasons for celebration, right? But what is really a reason to celebrate? To like have a real celebration. Like I think a soldier making it back from war deserves to celebrate being able to make it home because not everybody makes it home, right? Now, not celebrate that, that people that he's known or his comrades or his brothers have passed away in war, but celebrating that he was able to make it home to his family. And I believe that's something you should celebrate whenever you feel like it. And, there's some people that celebrate every weekend. You know what I'm saying? It's Friday. I busted my ass all week. Let's celebrate with some beer and some barbecue, or let's go swimming, or let's go hang with the family, or whatever. There's different ways of celebration. To me, when I wake up every morning, I celebrate by breathing air, by going to work, by thanking God that I'm alive, thanking God for my opportunity to live, to provide for my family, things of that sort. I celebrate every day because growing up in the hood and making it out of the hood is reason for celebration. Every day is survival. Now, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about unless you happen to live there. And I'm not talking about as someone who's just passed through there. I'm talking about as someone who's lived there, born and raised there, breathes it, sleeps it, eats it, shits it. Where you have no options. Your only option is to be there. You get stuck in a rut. You get stuck in a trap. That's why they call it a trap. There's so many people that like to glorify it. There's so many people that like to talk about it like it's the thing, like it's the place to be, and all that type of shit. And it's not. It's not at all. The only ones that don't want to be there are the ones that are like born and raised in it. The ones that pass through there, they want to be there. They want to visit there. They want to hang out there because they think it makes them something. They think it gives them credibility. Those are the ones that don't survive it because they don't know how to navigate. They don't know how to swim with the sharks. They become a guppy. They become a fish and they get eaten alive. Now, for me and my family, my brothers, my sisters, especially my brothers, who were out in the street constantly, always into something, like NWA used to say, making it out of the hood and getting out of the hood is a reason for celebration. Being able to survive something where every day, every minute could be your last. Now that could happen for anyone, any normal person. Oh, when I get in the car, I could get hit in an accident. I could get ran over if I'm walking the street. I could die of a heart attack. That's true. But when you are walking the streets and you are going to the store, or you're just hanging out in your front yard and you are rubbing shoulders with killers, gangbangers, drug dealers, pimps, hoes, all this type of stuff, all this type of environment, at any second, something could go left and it could be your last minute, your last day. Happens all the time. Seen it a million times. So being able to survive that environment of living there 20, 30 plus years, getting out of it, getting away from it, you have the right to speak on it because you lived it. There's so many people that like to speak about that life or like to touch on it a little bit, but they don't know what it's like. They only experienced it by hanging out for a few minutes, driving through there maybe, or watching TV, watching movies and stuff like that. And they speak on it like they know it, but they don't know it. So for me, I celebrate surviving the hood, making it out of the hood, getting away from there. Because when you are part of the hood life and the street life, and that's all you know, and you live it, you breathe it, you eat it, you sleep it, you shit it, it's different than somebody who just passes through there once in a while. Someone who just goes and kicks it on the weekends and then goes home. Or somebody that's fucking some chick that lives in the hood, or a chick that's fucking some dude that lives in the hood. It's not the same thing as when you're born and raised there and everybody knows you and you know everyone. And you got beef with many people because you're from that life. And if you're from that life and you're about that life, you're gonna have enemies. And if you don't have enemies, it's because you ain't from that life. Because sometimes you're gonna run into people, you don't even need to do anything wrong to them. They just don't like you. Maybe you're making some money. Maybe you got a fine ass chick. There's something that they don't like about you and they're jealous. And these type of people, if they're jealous, they're not just gonna act stupid with you or give you an attitude. They're going to try to hurt you. They're going to try to do something to you. It's just the way it is. So surviving the hood is a major, major motherfucking accomplishment. When you didn't see any way out, when you didn't think there was anything else out there for you in life. Being able to survive it is a total accomplishment. It's a huge accomplishment, and it's reason for celebration. So I celebrate that every day. And there was no bigger, better feeling than when my mom saw us leave the hood and saw us get away from that life, saw my two brothers get out of the streets, saw me get away from what I was doing, because we were all involved in different ways in the streets. You see what I'm saying? So surviving the street life and surviving the hood is reason for celebration. Getting out of the hood and leaving that shit behind is reason for celebration. Don't let people lie to you and confuse you and make you believe that hood life is the place to be and the thing to be doing, and glorifying it like going to jail and going to prison is the shit to do, because it isn't. Any real motherfucker that's about that life, that's been through it and knows it inside and out, will tell you that. Any fake ass motherfucker that doesn't know, he's gonna glorify it. If he can make some money off it, he will. There's so many people that try to do that nowadays. They dress a certain way, they talk a certain way, they act a certain way, they use a certain type of lingo that they know nothing about, but they've seen it in the movies, they've heard their family members or friends talk that way, so they adopt it because they think it gives them credibility and makes them look like, hey, I'm from the hood, I'm from that life. Some people play that role, but they ain't from it. And you can tell. Real recognize real. Game recognize game. You can't fool motherfuckers. You can fool those people that you hang out with, maybe, and even they know you ain't about that. But you cannot fool real motherfuckers from the hood. We see right through you. We know what it is, because real motherfuckers from the hood that survive the hood don't move that way, don't talk that way, don't act that way. You understand what I'm saying? So surviving hood life and not dying in the hood, not going to prison for life, not being on drugs, all that type of shit is reason for celebration. So anybody out there that's made it out of the motherfucking hood, when you saw no other option and you didn't think you ever would make it out of the hood, and you did, I got nothing but love for you and respect for you, because I know what kind of accomplishment that fucking truly is when you're born and raised in the ghetto and you make it out the motherfucking ghetto when people didn't think you ever would. Now, people that glorify that and try to talk about it and try to make it a part of their life when they know nothing about it, I feel bad for you. I feel bad for you, because real motherfuckers see right through it. That's why they don't fuck with you. Bottom line. You want to be that, that's cool. But this ain't Halloween. You see what I'm saying? You don't just put on a fucking costume and say, oh, I'm hood, I'm an OG, or I'm whatever. Hey, whatever floats your boat. But real motherfuckers see right through it. That's why they don't fuck with you. They might shake your hand. They might say, hey, what's up? As soon as you get the fuck away from it, look at that fucking wannabe right there. He's fake. He's phony. He ain't about that life. So surviving the motherfucking hood is an accomplishment. It's a major accomplishment. And don't let anyone ever tell you anything different. Don't let anyone ever tell you it ain't. If they do, and they like to talk bad about it, it's because they don't know nothing about it. They don't know what it's like walking out the motherfucking off your front steps and there's killers everywhere. There's motherfucking rapists, there's child molesters, there's drug addicts, drug dealers, prostitutes, pimps. Come on, man. Along with the cops. Because not only gangbangers, drug dealers, or pimps, etc., can be the ones that take your life. It could also be cops, because there's a lot of that shit that goes on too. Those from the hood that are about that life know exactly what I'm saying. It don't matter if you're from Fresno, it don't matter if you're from Bakersfield, LA, Frisco, San Jose, Chicago, Houston, etc., Denver, it don't matter. Atlanta, it's like that everywhere, just in different levels of it. So, if you've ever survived the motherfucking hood, much love, respect, continue surviving, continue celebrating, and you know what I'm saying? On to the next chapter. I got nothing but love for you, nothing but respect. That's just my motherfucking 10 cents. Peace.